Welcome back to day 2 of the Town V10 Helsinki Open WNT ranking event. Last match of the day, we have Riku Romppanen against Kledio Kaci. A battle of the young stars who've both really impressed on the World 9 Ball Tour. Both have managed at least the last 16 in an open event. Kledio recently played the Premier League, where he outperformed his brother Wnt, which is no mean feat. So, both very serious contenders for this title. And the lag is tight, but Riku takes it. It's very nearly golden on his first break. It hasn't happened. The one's found the side though. The 2 ball just caught the point. I went at the side cushion. So Riku's choice, whether he wants to go attacking here, and he probably will. Still just 17 years of age, Riku. Got an unbelievable future ahead of him if he keeps developing like he is. How's about this? Oh, just scratched. So this one could be over fairly quickly with the 4-9 sat as they are. Kledio will be playing to get down onto that combo as straight as possible. That cue ball just zips down the table. The young Albanian takes a 1-0 lead. Other matches in play around the arena. Via and Jonas Sotu. Jonas is 4-1 up in that women's qualification match. Piers Labutis, Stuart Bingham locked at 2-2. And in the losers round, Victor Zielinski against Rainer Bierman. Victor is 4-2 up currently in that match. Winner of that will come back tomorrow to play in losers qualification. Here we're in winners qualification, and the winner will go through to single elimination. And the loser will join all the other players on 1 loss. And no one wants to draw either of these players, I can assure you of that. Textbook break. Good power. Is the 2 just going to hold up? It isn't. So it's got a bank on. He's known as Little Kaci. He's still a very tall man. He's just little in comparison to his brother, I guess. He's missed the bank, but he might have just found some cover. Yeah, I think the 9 blocks the potting angle. It is tight. Riku's just lining it up. Might be able to just put a bit of right hand side on this and spin it around. Make it. He's lined it up a few times now and refused it. Well, he managed to just spin it in, but he's followed it in. So once again, Kledio has the chance after a scratch from Riku. Slightly awkward queuing. Just over the 6. Oh, and he has missed it. So an unexpected chance now for Riku. Although he's left himself straight on it, it's not the worst outcome. He can just draw this straight back down the line in his cue, off the side cushion. Any angle's fine. Yeah, that's good. Just float above the 9 now. And considering he's scratched twice, once in each rack, he'll be happy with 1-1. So Riku's break, both players breaking well early doors. And again, ball's in the open, shot on the lowest ball, one in the side. There's not much more you can do. Just needs to navigate around, but the 4 and the 7 has done so. That was delicate. He always looks so determined, focused. Nothing really changes his facial expression during a match. And this has been a completely controlled clearance. Did the hard work with the first shot, and then just carried the white perfectly. 2-1 up, Riku Romppanen. In the other matches, P.S. Labutis is now 4-2 up on Stuart Bingham. It was 2-2 before. So P.S. has just created a bit of a lead for himself. And Victor Zielinski, and then loser's side, is now 6-2 up on Rainer Biermann. Jonas Sutu continues his recent fine form. He's 5-1 up on Holger Vier. Another Willers qualification match. All the matches, again, available to view for free on YouTube, all the other tables. Just go to the Billiard Tube YouTube page and you'll find them. Here on Wnt-Tv, we will continue to bring you the main TV table. Kledio has just called a foul on himself, feathering the white. What great sportsmanship. So Riku now, in this unusual situation, is going to try and extract 3 fouls from Kledio. Some people prefer to effectively take the break themselves after that sort of situation. Others try this tactic. Made contact with the one, and he's hit around, so now Riku's in a bit of trouble. Looking at just going to the top route, straight down into it. The chance he could head towards the right corner pocket, which it did, but it didn't go in. And that is horrible. Not only is it hard to hit, but with the 2 being where the 2 is, it's easy to free up the remaining balls. Yeah, referee's just got a bit of a job to remove the rack here. Kledio offering to help out. No need. Well done, Mina. That was a tough job. So he's looking at 3 rails. Tough to judge. Just going to run into the 9. Oof. And these are a mess. Riku's going to try and separate them a bit. Well, he doesn't necessarily have to, looking at that angle. And this is one of the beauties of 9-ball pool. You get so many unique racks like this. Good job, he's tall, stretching here. Has he come back far enough? Not as much as he'd have hoped. He looks to be lining up. Potential 2-3-9 combo. If he can play it with a bit of element of safety in mind. Stick the white close to the 8 to cover if it goes wrong. It's a very tricky pot. Oh, he's made it. What a shot. And that could have been a very awkward rack. Very quickly. 3-1 Riku. Elsewhere, Victor Zielinski is now raced into an 8-2 lead. Looks almost certain to come back tomorrow for losers qualification. Piers Labutis is 5-2 up on Stuart Bingham. That was 2-2 early on. Laura Saarinen, the last remaining female competitor, is currently 3-3 tied with our new pro Christian Sadia. So, everything to play for in these matches. Another textbook break. Both players just want to have a look at this before the rack is removed. Quite right. You can see whether the cue ball passes 3. Referee just making sure she's aware as well. Must be very, very close. She's doing the right thing, checking beforehand. Now the players will look again. Just make sure they're happy. Yep, both agree. Riku's just having another look. Yep, they both agree. That was very tight. We couldn't really get very good on the 3, whatever happened. Just looking at the angle to potentially play it. in the middle off the 8. But I think he's going to consider a safety option the best. The balls in this match so far haven't fallen very kindly for open play. After the first couple of racks anyway. He's looking at that shot again. Needs to just catch that 8, that half ball. If he's going to play that way, half ball 3/4. And avoid a double kiss as well. We played the combo. Didn't realise it was in the pocket enough for that, I'll be honest. That wasn't as easy as he made it look. Not a great shot again. Rails to get short side of the 5, slightly overran, but he didn't have a big target area. He'll be happy with that. May need to send the white travelling again around 3 rails, or he may just delicately screw this one towards the 6. Decided to leave it short side. Nothing wrong with that. Riku is playing incredibly well, just like he did last year at this event, and he made it all the way to the semi-finals. Been pretty solid so far, even with some really tricky and unusual things happening. But he is 4-1 ahead now. And Victor Zelinsky has completed the task and has won his way through to tomorrow. Yes, Labutis now 6-3 up on Stuart Bingham. And Jonas Sotu 8-2 up on Holger. Once again, the date for your diaries for the Mosconi Cup. Tickets go on sale to WNT subscribers 7th of May, 24 hours earlier than general release. And we have 1,000 more tickets, more seats every day. The atmosphere is going to be incredible. So this looks like that's going to run very friendly for Kledio. 2 balls just gone far enough to be cut in the middle. You can see where he wants to leave that cue ball. Just running it off one or two cushions here. Up and down the table, pace control. That's the important bit. That's almost exactly where he was queuing up before. Kledio going through these, very controlled, as you'd expect. Both players seem to have the pace of the table down and the break down. Kledio just taking his eye off that one. One of those that's too easy. So he didn't give it enough care. Riku won't mind. Gift wrapped rack. It does punish Kledio. He's now 5-1 in the lead. Well, he missed the one in the side, but the 4 ball just tracked into it. And he's got a lovely layout here. Three to the 5. The only real challenge. Just needs to get clear of the black 8. pull this all the way across to the other side just to make sure there's no danger. Just minimises any sort of risk of that black becoming a blocker. He'll have the extension to his cue. He won't have any trouble reaching it. The advantages of being tall. He's already looked and made sure this 7 goes past the 9. So he's comfortable. He's got enough of the pocket there. So far, this is some performance. Six-one in imperious form in his home club. Signs look ominous for Kledio. P.S. Laboutsis is now 7-3 ahead of Stuart Bingham. He's raced into a big lead there. Took a little bit of speed off that break, and the 1 was low. Again, made a different ball. Found a home for the 3 in the bottom right corner. Still does have a shot on the 1. Just played that very sensibly, knowing he's got a fairly routine combo here. Still controlling it well. Just needs to keep his concentration, because last time he had a routine clearance, it just took his eye off an easy pot. Yeah, he's just double checking this time to make sure he doesn't make a similar mistake. He's just okay. And really, what has he done wrong in this match? That one mistake aside, where he missed an easy 8, 6-2 down. But still in this, very much still in this. Riku has made a golden break. Exactly what Kledio didn't need, but he has been breaking incredibly well. He's now 7-2 up in this race tonight. When it's your day, it's your day. He's lost he's lost the cue ball. It's found its way into the lower right pocket. He immediately went and sat down as soon as he saw it heading towards. I think he's a bit deflated at the moment. Now this match is gone. Riku, as ever, zero expression. And you won't see any change on that. Barely flicker a smile if he ends up winning this match. He is fully focused. Labutis has made it to the hill. He is 8-3 up on Stuart Bingham. So Stuart needs to play absolutely no miss, Paul, from now, and hope PS gives him a couple of chances. Riku's played that really well. They're tough to judge when the first rail is very close to the object ball. Just sort of made it arc after it hit the rail. He's just been in perfect position throughout, hasn't he? And this to get to the hill. Very comfortable. The way he's playing at the moment. 8-2 up. Riku comes to the table, hoping he can end this early with another golden break, I imagine. I may be wrong, but I don't think he's failed to pot the one. Well, this time he makes it, but the 2-ball takes a couple of kicks and just stays absolutely stuck to that bottom rail. May have a thin edge available. He's looking at pushing out. Yeah, he's just asked the referee for a push out. And Kledio isn't even going to get up. So he left himself the side-to-side safety. Plenty of balls he could hide behind. He's done a decent job. Might have just about left an edge. He has, looking at the weight. Queued up. But what can he really do with this? Difficult to get safe. Yeah, hit the point of the middle pocket, which was very difficult to avoid. It's just whether that 2 can pass the 3 and the 8. Again, it's tight. Looks like he's playing thin safety. Yeah, he didn't mean to hit it that thin. He's got away with that one to a degree. He didn't mean to make contact with the 3. Certainly could have left this easier for Kledio. And he just gets down and knocks it in. Nothing to lose now. He'll just take, or try to take every chance he gets. Well, he's got into that. Never hit that by some margin. The 9-ball just wiggles in. Kledio stays alive in this one in the meantime. Piers Labutis has completed the job against Stuart Bingham and sends Stuart into the loser's side. Piers goes straight through to single elimination tomorrow. And from 3-3, Christian Sudir is now 7-3 up on Laura Saarinen. I think the 2 is going to come to his rescue, although he didn't make a ball. No option to attack for Riku. Just be looking at the push. With the balls in the open, where do you push to here? He's looking to push in a direct line behind the 9. 9 as a blocker. And again, Kledio hasn't even stepped out of his chair to take a look. He's just said, off you go. To be fair on this one, he's in a line with it so he can see when he's been left. He's saying to Riku, you've got to go and win this. I'm not going to hand it to you. That could easily have ended worse than it has for Riku. The 3's really tight to the rail, makes the combo very difficult and blocks the 1. Kledio can use the 3 to maybe stop the 1, but playing any sort of safe from there, leaving a ball over the corner, not ideal, so I don't think he'll do that. Yeah, he tried to attack, but it was very difficult. But the 6 has flown into the top right corner, so he is still at the table, staying alive in this one. That was thin. Whilst he made it. And the 1 hasn't come out as he'd like. But Riku should be in a bit of trouble after this. And indeed is. This is very hard to hit. He's going to have to try and navigate a way around. have to try and bend the cue ball a little bit just to even get there. Really hard. Yeah. It was almost impossible to hit. But the one thing he didn't do is open up the 1 and 2 for an easy clearance. But again, he should be in trouble after this, and then they will be opened up. He just needs to stick this cue ball as close as he can to the 2. Oh, it's popped out, and he didn't take care and check the line of the 1, which has run into the 9 and stayed at the lower end of the table, so Riku can see this. Once again, just checking if there's enough room for the 4 to pass the 8. If so, it makes the positional side of the shot much easier. Just pulls it back to the reverse side. Would have liked to have been close to the middle of the table. And he has at least half a pocket to aim for. Played the combo. Had me fooled. But he didn't make it. The 4 hasn't bounced too kindly for Kledio. Looked like it was going to be a hanger, but that's tight to the cushion. That was not easy at all. Needs the 9 to help him out a bit, which it has. But players of this calibre, you'd expect to easily pot this rail first. It's just about controlling the white. He did make the pot, and he'll be very happy. Leave even a long distance pot. That's as good as he could have done. Absolutely nailed it. And now, I think that's got to be curtains for Kledio. In this match, he won't be out. He'll go through to losers qualifier tomorrow, and no one will want to draw him. But Riku will go straight through to the single elimination phase. The last 32. And a fantastic performance all round there from Riku. Wins the match, 9 reps to 3. that is the last action for today. Wnt-Tv, we will be back tomorrow morning, 10 AM local, same time as it was today, for losers round 4 and qualification matches. And then at 2:30 local time, the last 32 will begin single elimination. So we'll see you tomorrow morning.